Namaste a todos. Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for being part of my life now. And I'm super happy. I was telling my husband this morning that my goal is to have 108 subscribers in my channel, and we're getting closer. So if I can be of any use, from my limited experience, and of course everything I share with you is because my teacher has inspired me to keep going and never give up. And today I want to speak to you about several no's that have helped me in the spiritual path. And they say that Ashtanga yoga is the path of obstacles. All sorts of obstacles will come to us so we don't practice. And the obstacles are especially mental obstacles, but of course there's things that happen outside of us, and everybody says that, you know, when a crisis happens, or an accident happens, or a tragedy in our life, or we lose someone we love a lot, it's because some way or another we are creating that. So as yogis, we need to stay very focused and very committed to our daily practice. And as Ashtangis, our practice is 6 days a week, hopefully a couple hours a day. We have the luxury, and sometimes we have, 15 minutes for 3 Surya Namaskars, a little meditation, and go. And whatever your life circumstance is, what I can tell you is that moment of connection with yourself is going to make the difference. And then we go out into life, and then things happen, and people react, and all sorts of unpredictable things can come to us. And how do we stay in that connection with ourselves? So these no's have helped me through the years to be focused, because my mind is a little hyperactive, and I want to just maybe hold too much at the same time. And I realized through the years that simpler gets better. So the first no is no concepts. And this one has been a big one for me. Why? Because I'm a lawyer, and in law we love concepts. We love to read, and we love to compare and analyze, and I spent so many years studying and feeding my concepts. And then I thought life was about applying concepts to people, or applying concepts to circumstances, and it was very artificial, and really it will impair my understanding of the situation, because instead of living the situation, I would go into my concept, like going into a library and pulling out the idea and then trying to apply it to life, and it was not matching. So concepts most of the time get in the way, especially when we are practicing with a teacher, when we finally decide to practice with someone, and all these concepts get into our relationship. So teachers, we are humans, so people have a concept of how she should look, or this means being a teacher, or if she just if she puts makeup, she's not a yogini. That's a concept. If she wears Gucci, she's not a yogini. If she drives Mercedes-Benz, he's not a real yogi. And many teachers are being judged, and we have judged them because of all these concepts. So observing which concepts, including spiritual concepts. Oh, what is the path to enlightenment? Oh, what is yoga? Oh, what it is to me to be a yogi? Oh, what is a guru? And we are tagging or labeling the experience, or maybe labeling the person in front of us, and we're missing the experience. So yoga is direct experience and direct connection to life. That's how I can describe it. And for me, it's about just opening my heart and saying, okay, I'm going to leave this, and whatever, maybe it does not fit the concept, but it's okay. The concept goes, and life, please touch me. The second no, it's about no negative thoughts. Why? Because negative thoughts are like a virus, and when one seed of a negative thought is there, usually a lot of other negative thoughts are going to come and just cluster with that. And especially if we are with people that are complainers or professional victims, or these people that are constantly criticizing others or gossiping and all that, all our negative thoughts are going to become like heavier and more solid, and they're going to be a big weight for our mind in practice. And in practice we want to stay light. So negative thoughts, we all have them, and there are waves of negative thoughts, and we are exposed to so many energies in this life, and sometimes we don't even know why we feel like that. But observing, that's the job of a yogi, becoming observant of your thoughts and observing when something is like triggering you, and instead of feeding it, doing something about it. For example, I know that my yoga mat is waiting for me every morning, no matter what, and somehow it helps me purge all that debris. Sometimes it's not even my own, it's something I read. Last night I read a very sad news about this teacher, and it really affected me, and this morning I woke up, my neck was all like, and negative thoughts can actually impact our physical body. So trying as much as possible not to feed negative thoughts. The third one is no judgments. And judgments start with ourselves. So if we're judging ourselves, if we are super strict with ourselves, if we are punishing our body, if we don't like how we look, all that is going to leak into our relationships. So anything that we perceive inside of us, that's what we manifest outside. So judging ourselves and judging others is very painful, and as women we have all done it. We have all compared ourselves and with others, or just criticize someone, and that's really like a distraction for our path. So keeping the mind steady, and ultimately not finding fault in anyone, and appreciating everyone as they are. Yeah, people do things that are off, of course, but instead of judging them, say, oh, she should have done this, or he could have done different, just being there and saying, you know, this person is acting like that because some way or another they are not aware, and some way or another this person is helping me wake up, because I won't do that. And judgments actually are a separation between us, and you know, we want to, as yogis, we want as much as possible stay open and kind to each other, and be ready to receive, because there's so many beautiful, amazing people out there, and if we are in constant judgment of each other, then we're missing those connections. The next one is no procrastination. So this is a big one, because I hear so many people that want to practice yoga. Oh yeah, I will practice yoga when the right teacher arrives. They make all types of excuses, and finally the year is over and they never ever did anything. And there are like so many good intentions, but we need to put them in action. So for example, if you are watching this video and you don't have a teacher close to you, and somehow one way or another we are connecting, I can tell you a video is not a substitute for a teacher. I'm happy you're interested in yoga, but you're gonna find a physical teacher. Maybe it will be, you know, me. Maybe we will meet somewhere someday. That would be wonderful. But just stay disciplined in that search, and keep informing yourself. Maybe teachers are coming to your town or your city, or maybe you need to travel a couple hours and find a shala. Maybe you can go to the shala once a month. Don't expect things to be just like, you know, here's your teacher, please come. No, you need to move forward. I have so many students that have come to India, and I'm super happy because they could really move forward with so much direction and intention. And also I have some that are like, yeah, we'll go to India someday, and like, you know, and life is moving on and nothing is happening. So don't procrastinate. Life is so short. Life is so beautifully short, and don't waste any more time. Being here and doing our best, and if you want to go for something, go. And for me, this project of the videos is an example of that. You know, I was like, yeah, I want to do the videos, but it will take a lot of energy, and what's the point? People are going to criticize me anyways. And I was making all these excuses not to do them. And now that I'm doing it, I'm really happy because this was in my wish board for a long time. And I was not ready energetically to do them yet, but now I'm ready. And once you go, you go. And so think of what are you placing your intention on, how are you going to move there? Well, I'm a Capricorn, so I am very oriented towards goals. And if someone really moves you, if someone sparks your soul and your heart and makes you excited, go for it. Life has beautiful ways of showing her love for us. The next one is no distractions. And no distractions, wow, is a hard one. Sometimes I'm just checking my accounts in Instagram, for the posting and questions and stuff, and then I get sidetracked and I go into this, and half an hour pass, and I did not do my work. I was looking at someone else's video, watching some gossip, or it's hard right now. It's hard not to stay focused and not lose precious time in things that are not really conducive. Maybe a movie is really conducive, so yeah, you get 2 hours and you watch the movie, and wow, so many teachings in the movie, but maybe it's just simple stuff that is not really going to teach you anything, and you're losing precious time that you could devote to some things that are more uplifting. So using your energy in the most intelligent way, I think that's the 24-hour yoga. And of course, sometimes we just need to disconnect and go for a beer with some friends and but as much as possible, let's stay connected in joy, stay connected in solidarity. I love when I get together with my friends and we speak about uplifting stuff. They say that intelligent people speak about events, about projects, and low energy people speak about other people. So if that has happened one way or another, it's inevitable in this world. Focus your energy. We're starting a new year, and it's so beautiful to start manifesting. And to start manifesting and creating, we need to focus our energy, and practice is the way to do that. And every day we are with this bundle of energy, and where are we going to use it? I think it's super excited. I'm excited to share with you every day through the videos. I'm also excited to know that my practice, even though it's cold here and I'm having a hard time, it's moving along. The body is responding. So even though the obstacles may come, if our mind is settled, if our mind is directed towards our yoga, we're going to be fine. No matter what happens, no matter the waves, no matter the tsunamis, no matter the storms, we are guarded by our gurus, we are guarded by the blessing of yoga. Namaste.